Twitch?
On most nights, I'm just wearing my pajamas, staying up too late, 'cause I'm
Watching an ad.
thinking where's my drama? My life's no melodrama, leave it off the screen, 'cause it's got no genre. Sometimes I call my mama, ring, yeah, she's always my armor.
Stream starting soon.
I want to fly away, far from my mistakes. My baggage has too much weight. So my bed is where I stay.
All right.
Tell the clock they'll say,
All right.
Put the volume of my phone all the way down.
What's up, everybody? Hope you
All
can
right,
hear all of us
guys.
well.
Welcome back to Friends of the Internet podcast. You got our host, White Dragon, me, or you can call me Darren, and also with us tonight is JJ Does Everything and
What's up?
Angry Seals Productions.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
What's going on, guys? Pretty cool week in gaming. We got a little bit of news to talk about, and I think JJ is going to start it off with what is it, the Call of Duty stuff?
Yeah. So let's introduce you guys first. So let's get some names across the board. Angry Seal Productions here.
All right. I'm Cody Boudreau.
I am Omar Rahani.
And I'm Chris Broxton.
All right. So Chris, Omar, Cody, did you guys played Call of Duty as a kid?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
still
Yeah.
Still.
A little bit.
Yes.
You still do sometimes. All right.
Not judging. Not judging.
Not judging. Not
whatsoever.
judging. I was a hardcore COD kid. Like Modern Warfare 1, COD 5, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and like kind of Black Ops is where I fell off. Like once they started
You fell off.
doing some stuff. Yeah. Zombies was fun, but anyways.
Oh no, fuck zombies. Black Ops 1. The freaking campaign alone was incredible.
I don't play COD for a campaign.
Yeah. No. It's Black Ops 1 was good because it was all like Mason, the numbers. I got to admit that was probably the last good. That was the last good campaign.
Yeah.
After that, it was like Future Warfare went like fucking AWOL.
Skeletons.
Yeah, there you're flying around. It was like Titanfall. So this week there's been a crazy amount of leaks that came out for the new Call of Duty. There's been talks, if you guys haven't heard of anything about Call of Duty, is that obviously it's been Activision's child for like 20 years. It's like as old as us, honestly. Call of Duty's been around for a while.
Pretty much is.
And this might be the last one. That's what they came out and said.
Really? I know.
Yeah. Mainly because obviously Fortnite has taken over the world, unfortunately. Call of Duty in general has just died over the past 7 years because they fucked up so many times doing like future
You
stuff.
Fucking put in futuristic bullshit in it.
Right.
Like World at War or Black Ops 1. That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Why they had to do all that bullshit with it.
Makes sense, you know. If you just give people what they want. Like you had like 6 years of like they're like Call of Duty in space, and literally everybody was like, "No, why are you doing that, dude? Why? There's no point in
I
that."
don't know. Call of Duty is still a pretty special title, and I didn't play much of it, but I do know one thing about Call of Duty is that it made the casual player feel really damn good at a video game. I don't know
absolutely.
if you guys feel the same way, but everybody I know who has ever told me they played Call of Duty has always said I was really good at Call of Duty.
Right.
So
Oh yeah, I was, dude, 8-year-old me shrieking at the television playing like Call of Duty 4 or something. Yeah, I was the best player ever. Darren, you're not going to tell me otherwise.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and basically the toxicity level in their chats, they're also pretty known for that.
Oh,
the-
God, yeah. You know how many people fucked my mom, Darren?
Yeah, I think on Call of
Too
Duty, I
many
bet you
people.
all of them. Oh my goodness.
Especially. That's kind of like the
Yeah.
fucking pit of just.
Yeah.
And nowadays with all these, very thin-skinned, kids running around, teenagers or whatever, just, getting mad when someone talks too loud, like they would never have survived in a Call of Duty chat. Like I get so frustrated how upset people get on like the smallest levels of toxicity in gaming, and then you think back to the Call of Duty days, and you're like, yeah, wow, they would have cried. They definitely would have cried.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like that the toxic levels have been dying down since Modern Warfare 2. I mean, Modern Warfare 3 maybe a little bit, but like
Yeah.
the most recent one I played was Black Ops 4, and I don't know, perhaps it's different on different platforms, but on Xbox One, everyone I really came across was pretty damn friendly. I mean,
Nice, nice. I
That's
stopped
good.
playing it a while
Yeah.
ago, but
That's good. For me, it's weird. Like it depends. I feel like the toxicity of the gamers, they probably just shifted. And like Fortnite is basically like a daycare for the most part. You know, it keeps all the kids kind of in one central game and location. So yeah, I think honestly, like, yeah, there's not that many toxic people in COD anymore because they all probably just moved on to other games. That's how it is. Like I play Battlefield on PC, and like the people that play Battlefield on PC, they're like just like a bunch of like 40-year-old men that have played this game since the 90s. And
oh, 40. I heard
yeah,
4-year-old men.
yeah. Same thing, you know. I don't know. Communities kind of change and stuff. Hopefully, who knows? Maybe Call of Duty will become toxic again because tomorrow they're going to announce the new Call of Duty. This past week, it got leaked out. A lot of info got leaked out of just ahead of time, which Call of Duty leaks happen
Right.
literally May of every year. You can go back for the past 10 years, and it's like around May, and it's just like everything just kind of leaks out. So the new COD is going to be coming out. It's going to be titled Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That's already putting up a stink because people are really fucking confused.
they're just
going,
recycling a name.
yeah, they're so obviously there's COD 4 Modern Warfare. They did COD Modern Warfare Remastered, and now they're just saying fuck it, and it's okay. It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So people are really wondering, like, all right, well, why would they do that? Further leaks have come out that they might be pulling a Fortnite situation where they're going to have a free-to-play module for Call of Duty.
Huh.
So they're going free to play with Call of Duty, which I kind of, this makes complete sense, like from a business standpoint, as like we've seen like Apex Legends and Fortnite and like PUBG and like a lot of these other like free to play battle royale games or just multiplayer games, and like that's the cash cow. Like that's the thing, is nobody's paying $60 for a game anymore. It's, oh, I can get it free, but if I pay $15, I get to look cool, and people are spending way more money on trying to look cool than like
For some.
the quality of the game.
I think
which is
that's
weird.
like the whole idea of it. It's like, or like you're allowing the consumer to test drive the product, you know, and they play it for 2 weeks and they're like, wow, I really like this. Let me buy the battle pass. And with the battle pass, they get all the different things, you know, emotes, skins, freaking backgrounds, whatever, you know. So it's basically like, yeah, you could play, but you'll be the shitty character the whole entire time, and all your friends will have cool costumes on. Or you know, and if you're okay with that, keep going. But you know, to access, you know, like the cool loading screens and things like that, that's going to cost you $10 a season. And
Yeah.
we also have a store, you know, where we're selling all these other things in. So I feel like that's just like the new way of releasing games. Keep it in beta forever, and you know, make it free.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Or
that
else-
seems like what COD's gonna do too. Is like they see that, oh, the free to play model works, they're gonna probably make a bunch of money off of it. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna be announced basically tomorrow. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern time, we'll see what's
How long
going
is
on.
the panel
happen.
they're running?
I think it's gonna be like an hour and a half, like most COD events. So. Yeah, the leaks that also came out was like they're changing things with competitive. They're doing a bunch of stuff COD related. I don't know. Leaks come out.
They're
Who
probably
knows?
gonna have a famous streamer playing or something like that. You know, I know Apex paid Ninja like a few $1,000,000 to play it for 30 days straight, or something like that. Yeah, and Ninja admitted to that, and that's actually kind of common now in video games. That I don't know about the amounts of how much they pay, but they'll pay somebody to play it, like a sponsored stream. One of my favorite Fortnite streamers, Dakotas or Dark. He or DK, whatever you know him as, he's a great sniper in Fortnite. He plays it every day, but every once in a while he plays sponsored streams, and you know he gets paid for it, but probably not millions of dollars.
Not as much as Ninja gets paid.
Yeah,
No,
That's for sure.
but that's also the way to get recognition in your game nowadays too. Is like, why spend like whatever $10 million on, I don't know, the Disney Channel for your game for a commercial, or realistically you can pay a group of streamers probably half that amount and actually hit people that are probably really going to purchase the game or would be geared towards, actually getting it. So
Right. I
Smart
rarely
move.
see like video game commercials on TV. Actually, I saw an Apex Legends commercial on TV, which really surprised me. I think it was on
hmm
it was either on True TV or Comedy Central, but
Hmm.
they literally had an Apex Legends commercial out, and it was pretty fucking impressive. I didn't think they would actually
Yeah.
do that.
Did it make you horny?
Yeah, I fucking
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Apex was a fun game. I'm surprised that they did do a TV commercial. That is surprising, but
I haven't
hey,
seen
I
that
mean,
one.
they're free to play and they got all that fucking cosmetic money. I gave Apex Legends $160 in cosmetics. That's something I'm not afraid to admit, and I don't play the game anymore. I gave it a fat uninstall, but
Wait,
$160 down the tube.
why?
Jesus.
You just oh wow. It's just
Oh yeah, Apex packs. Oh yeah, Apex packs. Yeah. Me
Oh,
literally gambling in game with currency. Oh yeah.
I never,
Oh, yeah.
I never got the battle pass
I mean-
for Apex.
Oh, I did.
I'll admit is I bought the season pass, and I feel pretty guilty about spending $10 on that.
Did it
So-
not?
That's not that bad though. That's $10 is worth it. See, that's the thing. It's like you open up like 10 Apex packs and it's like you're at the slot machine. You get a couple legendaries and
CS:GO did that.
Yeah.
CS:GO did that too.
yeah, oh yeah, same thing. It's actually worse off because with CS:GO and cases, like you can sell that on the Steam marketplace and at least like maybe make some money back and like spend it on like a game or something. Apex Legends, like I literally I might as well have took $160 from the bank and just fucking lit it on fire in front of me because there's no going back. There's no going back.
You don't even have the game anymore at this point. So
Oh no, I did. I uninstalled the game. I really wasted it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I think everybody, has kind of dropped the whole Apex is going to kill Fortnite debacle. What do you guys think about that? Nobody says it anymore. I feel like if anything, Apex is kind of dying out, and the battle pass was a disappointment, or the first one, or whatever. If they're even on to,
Yeah.
you have to.
Yeah,
like,
they're supposed to do season 2 like this in June or something.
Yeah, it just doesn't
They
seem.
promised season 2 was better than season 1 because even Apex admitted that season 1 battle pass was trash. Not
Yeah.
in words, but they did mention that.
Wow. Yeah, I believe it. I know a lot of the popular streamers are starting to come back to Fortnite. Maybe they're just, trying to get qualified for the World Cup or whatever it is, but I'm seeing less and less people playing Apex.
That's where the money is tournaments, though.
Yeah.
That's where those streamers make their money is off of those big tournaments like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And $50,000 and a trip to New York City with the chance to win, a lot more money.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
that's
Why play a game that doesn't have that? Especially if you consider yourself slightly talented.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
Fortnite holds all the money.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what he was talking about, I didn't really pick up on it because I am like Darren loves Fortnite. He will be streaming it literally 5 minutes after we're done here streaming the podcast.
I'm gonna visit you at work anymore because of that.
Yeah. Pretty much. Go in with like bags under my eyes from
I
playing all night.
could give like 2 fucks about Fortnite, honestly. Like I played it. It's just not for me. It's building. It's a whole other. I'll pass.
It's not for
But-
everybody.
It's not for everybody. I admit, you know what? The thing is, like, I'm really good at first-person shooters, and I am competitive. And like, Fortnite is just one of those things where it's like somebody outbuilds me or does something fucking dumb, and I don't even understand how he's done that, and I just get fed up. I've uninstalled and reinstalled Fortnite way too many times again, and it's staying uninstalled. One another game that's just gonna stay off my computer.
So, so you say you like first person and competition. Why'd you delete Apex?
So
All
me and
right.
Apex.
Come on,
I'm glad you
man.
asked this question, Carlos.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Love hate relationship with Apex because I love the quality of the game. The game itself is a great idea. I love all the things that it introduced that, like, for a while, Darren can admit to it as well. Is like I was mainly playing Fortnite with Darren up until Apex came out, or like a month before, because like as soon as I don't know January came around, I was just like, ah, fuck Fortnite.
And you were still rage quitting well before there was another game for you to, occupy your time with. You were
Oh,
still getting mad
absolutely.
after like 6-7 games and disconnecting on us.
Yeah, fuck it. Anyways, Apex, uninstall that because I got bored. I'm decent at the game. I got plenty of wins with it. It was just more so they weren't. I feel like they weren't adding enough content to the game. Like where it just got dull for me. Like it's just that one map, and I don't know. Maybe I just drained myself early on. Like I got the battle pass. I got up until to like level 70, like regular level, and then I got the battle pass to maybe like 20, and I was just the amount of time that I had to put in for the battle pass because I basically played that entire first month waiting for the battle pass to come out, and it was obviously, as you know, it's like it was super underwhelming. Like the amount of time that you have to put in to get those Apex packs or like the cool loot, or and even then like the stuff in the season pass isn't that great.
Were you
Like
playing as the same character?
no, I mixed it up. I have all of the I have all the characters. I got Mirage and fucking Caustic, which they're not that great anyways.
No,
But I mainly would play Bloodhound. I fucking love Bloodhound. That's where I dropped $160 is so I could get. I have every Bloodhound skin. I just have every one. It's my favorite character, so I just got every one.
and there he goes.
And that's why. And yeah, it was just I don't know. I got bored with season 2. I want to see what season 2 comes out with. If they come out like whatever next month or it's June in literally like 2 days, and they say, all right, we're making a new map. This is a pipe dream really, but if they're like we're releasing a new map, there's like a bunch of guns, a bunch of new characters, like I'd be all for it. It's the same thing with like
I can
Overwatch.
know that you that don't expect that because
Oh no.
season 2 they promised to make changes to the map, and they're gonna add a extra character called Watson. Watson
I've heard that.
Yeah,
That one
Watson's
got leaked out a while ago.
but his her shields regenerate, not her health, like Octane does. But no, I didn't hear anything about new guns, but they did say they're gonna change the map, not add a new one.
I'm alright with that.
I
don't
just
know.
remember the map being really, really big, and it just seems so massive, the map. But again, I probably played less than 15,
Yeah.
16 games, so
Right.
Yeah, there's like zip lines and stuff. Getting around the map isn't too bad. I just it was one of those things where it was like for me, even like with Overwatch or Rainbow Six Siege is another big one that I play now. Like these games have been out for like 3 or 4 years, and there's like a bunch of characters to play with. It's just like the same thing. Like Overwatch, there's the same thing. There's maybe like 12 characters, and now they've over doubled. They just like every major update, there's like new Overwatch character that like changes the game completely. It's a whole other play style.
yeah,
or
it changes the
something that's
meta.
gonna
Yeah.
yeah, that changes the meta, the competitive stance of it all.
See, I don't know
And that's
about-
what I want. Like I loved Octane. Bought Octane as soon as it came out, like day one. Awesome. I just want more characters from Apex.
Right. But see, I don't know, because you just said for Overwatch to add like 12 new characters every update. But like, see, I don't know about you guys or even you. Like, I feel like that gets a little too overwhelming when there's like a bunch of like a butt fuck of new characters you can choose from. I feel like there's just so much to choose from.
Yeah, when it comes to new
Yeah.
guns or new like play styles, like with the Overwatch or Apex character, it's gonna change the meta. And when you do that too much, too fast, it throws everybody off and just makes everybody frustrated. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's why Rainbow has you buy them so it doesn't get like that. So not everyone can access them.
Right. And I play Siege and I don't know, I have all the base characters. I have literally none of the other operators, but I have all the base ones. So I don't know. To me, I can understand where you're coming from because like yeah, sometimes it's like, oh, there's too much. Or even then, like I don't really care for like Siege how they did kind of put it behind a paywall. Like if you want to unlock all of the characters, you have to pay like another 60 fucking bucks.
Yeah.
Which it's pretty fucking annoying. I haven't even done that. I still play it. I play it like every other day. That's probably one of my most played games the past like 3 months. Is I've gone back to Siege, and yeah, it's a fun game. Part of it is kind of like, oh, there's new characters. Like, oh, I could blow my renown or whatever on them and unlock it. But
I don't
it's a
know.
tough one.
I bought Rainbow Six Siege and I saw all the characters and I couldn't even comprehend half the shit that they were saying, like half the shit that they could do, man. So like I just stuck with 3 characters at most. There was that dude with the big sledgehammer, a sledge, go figure. and then that chick that puts rockets into walls.
Habana
rocket. What
or Ash. There's Ash, and then yeah.
I'm playing as that, and then I just stopped playing.
Yeah, that's who I play too. Yeah.
I don't know. It became too much.
Nah.
the rest.
It's all strategy.
Yeah, it's all strategy. It's also like when you play ranked and you get into like the super, like the high ranked, like level gameplay, and like even I've seen like pro Twitch players like they'll put like a bullet size hole in a wall and just sit there, and then somehow they fucking just get you from across the map because they know
Yeah,
everything, every little like nick and crater of it.
diamond
fucking
ranked
insane.
matches get so intense in that game.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Well, I think we could definitely segue into YouTube pulling their gaming app off the market this month. I think in a day.
Yeah, did you guys hear about this?
YouTube has a gaming
I
app.
don't even know.
Oh, see, look at that. Maybe that's why. That's definitely why.
Yeah, so basically YouTube's a little bit bigger than Twitch in terms of, how many different things that, are within it, videos, anything from how-tos to, live streaming and things like that. So they needed an app to compete with Twitch, and it's the YouTube gaming app. I've never really even heard of it. I've never streamed on YouTube, so I didn't know it was really a thing, but I think there is somewhat admitting defeat to Twitch by pulling this, whether they're directly admitting it, in a press conference or at the round table with their CEOs or whatnot, but they're no longer continuing to fund it, and it's getting pulled from the market. Now, you're not going to lose any of your like gaming, like videos or, favorite streamers or whatever. But they are definitely pulling that, and that is actually pretty big news to me. Like to me, that's kind of just them kind of saying, all right, we can't do the app thing. We'll still have streaming, we'll still have all that, but they are kind of, I look at it as like a business that expanded too fast, and then they had to cut some loose ends or whatever to kind of concentrate on their core business and give up a little bit on their extra activities like this gaming app or whatever. Have any of you guys ever streamed on YouTube?
No.
No.
So what did the app do exactly? Was it just like a platform for this?
I think it was it was a mobile. It was either a mobile platform or like a.
I had it, or I might still have it. But yeah, it was just like the Twitch app.
Okay, so you could just watch YouTube.
It was just for strictly like YouTube live streams of
Now,
games.
did it release after or before Twitch?
Oh, definitely
Oh,
after.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was so YouTube gaming was like a thing where they did this maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, where it was just like Twitch was just becoming kind of popular and mainstream, so YouTube was like, oh, we got to get in on this.
I think Facebook
But yeah.
does that too. Facebook has a streaming
Really?
for games. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
stream on Facebook for gaming and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Not too many people.
To my friends and family, watch me play.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like that's most people live on Facebook. It's always sad. I always watch Facebook live streams are always so sad to me. They honestly are. Like, I don't know. Just some dude that like you kind of knew in high school, and he's just
Oh god, that actually, I don't know why that fucking resonated so hard. I
Yeah.
just
you know.
really feel
Yeah, yeah. It's you see it, dude. It's just
I know people who
It's
swear
rough.
by it, but
I did it-
it's
I
not
did it the
appealing
other
to me.
day Where I turned on Instagram Live and I saw 0 people watching. And I was like, nah.
no.
To begin with,
Yeah,
though.
right.
Who are you trying to talk to?
Yeah.
Everyone you talk to is right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah, I never got into Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live. A lot of people tell me to stream on Facebook. I'll be more successful, but like to be honest, like I stream to have fun and to take clips of me killing some guy without like something that I shouldn't have been able to pull off, and like more so for bragging rights. I own a business, so I'm not streaming for money. I haven't quit my job to stream, so like I do it for fun, and I don't know, like I don't even like logging into Facebook. Like I feel like shit, I'm gonna see like either tortured animal pictures or I'm gonna be reminded that it's somebody's birthday that I don't really want to talk to anyway.
Video of someone falling off of buildings.
Yeah, like I think of parents. I think of like yeah, I'm not that young anymore, but I think that it's the older generation's social media at this point. And most kids are on Instagram, Snapchat, all these things besides Facebook.
I've been off of Facebook for like 6 years, man. As soon as my mom got on, I was like, "Oh, see ya. I'm out of here."
Well, that's what I mean. Everybody and their mother and their grandparents are using it, and it's a great platform
Mhm.
for something like that. But besides, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
security breaches and with your information, like the data leaks or whatever,
Yeah.
or whatever they do with your information, it's just it's painstaking to type into Facebook.com and then put your login in. And I'm like, fuck, I don't even want to do this anymore. So I never wanted to
You're
stream
so
on
lazy.
Facebook.
fb.com and Facebook will open.
Will it?
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Yeah.
Oh man, I might log in once this
Start
week.
basically fb.com and Facebook comes up. That's what I do.
Keyboard shortcut.
Yeah, nice.
There you go.
They might
Little
as well
life
own
hack.
all the domains. I remember you could type Google like backwards and it would still work at some points. But yeah. So enough
Do we
about
do
the
we want
news.
to do we want to say, well, the final news is good news for us at least?
Oh yeah, if anybody's seen our stream in the past, you notice it's a little different today. We're using a newer logo, and we did a thing, and we are now going to be able to be found on Spotify, Google
Fuck.
Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. And it was kind
Woo!
of, like I was doing some experimenting.
Took us a
and,
while.
And next thing you know, it's accepted and listed. And I think the first one that's showing is Spotify right now, but within 24 hours, Google and Apple should have
Yeah.
our stuff. And to me, that's pretty big. Like this is kind of like a hobby, for us at this point. And we're just talking to friends, people I've never met before. But we're talking about news, we're talking about gaming, we're talking about like normal stuff. And to be able to be found on Spotify or Google Podcasts or Apple Podcasts is pretty cool to me. And
Yeah.
we don't have
Just
like
from going from like the Twitch form factor, and obviously we have like this going live on the VOD, either on Twitch or of course you can watch this on YouTube. But yeah, just to like hit that whole other market of audio listeners that are hopefully listening in on this, and find Angry Seal Productions just entertaining or interesting, and looking into them or anybody else. I think it's just, again, a whole other untapped market that we're going to be
it's also damn
hitting.
near impossible to grow on Twitch, so
Yeah.
I know so many people who stream to either 0 to like 3 viewers every day, and they'll give up after a year or two,
Yeah.
of doing that. And I would too, if that's what I was in it for. But to be able to post your social media stuff, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, you have to gain viewers from outside audiences and kind of bring them to Twitch if that's the platform that you want to be on. That is probably the best advice I could give anybody who's starting off streaming, is find your audience elsewhere and then bring them to your streaming platform,
Yeah.
instead of looking for them on Twitch, because you're just going to fail. It doesn't matter how good you are, entertaining you are, you have to be incredibly lucky and then have all the talents, behind you and be entertaining at the same time. So
Yeah.
you have a 99% failure rate on Twitch, the way that I see it. And
Yeah, and just the rate that we're going, we're even having our like little small ragtag of like 10 people always showing up and like always watching our streams, like that just boosts us and makes us like, that's honestly, it's like a little bit of a Twitch accomplishment, because we've only been doing this. This is technically, we're episode 5, so we're only really 5 episodes deep into 6 technically, because we had one lost in translation that went live and the VOD is gone forever.
yeah, growing pains.
Growing pains, yeah, exactly.
No, but congrats to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
awesome.
Yeah.
that's big. No, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just going from, just starting off small, and even though it was kind of just like a weird thing. Like, I was just working with Darren. It's just like, dude, we need to do something. Like, we need to do a podcast and just talk with people. And, here we are. And now, 5 episodes later, we're already on Spotify and Apple Music and all of that, the bigger,
Right.
sources. And
That's
I don't know,
that's
it's big.
real
It's
solid.
awesome to us, honestly.
Yeah, we tried to go too far.
Yeah.
So, good
Well,
for you guys.
I mean, speaking of that, you guys are Angry Seal Productions.
Yeah, you're on a whole different endeavor.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind, introduce yourselves one more time, because I feel like I've already forgotten your names at this point, and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so basically what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to and I'm Cody, by the way, because you said you forgot my name.
Yeah, sorry.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to head into a direction of making short films and series. Originally we were making small like ads for people on Instagram and helping out other people in Rhode Island. And now we're transitioning into trying to do a lot of different unique series and movies.
Yeah, we're basically just transitioning from doing stuff for other people to,
To
doing stuff for us. You know?
because
Yeah.
We are more important than
Yeah,
everybody.
everybody else,
Hey.
we are the
Gotta take care of yourselves first, that's for sure.
Right.
So Angry Seal Productions is actually a pretty cool name. How did you guys come up with that? You know, I know finding names is probably one of the hardest, you know, parts of any business or any, you know, enterprise that you're starting. Names are tough. How did you guys come up with Angry Seal Productions? Because I like
So,
it.
I'm Chris, by the way. You forgot me.
Hi, Chris.
Sorry, hi Chris.
So like years ago, all my on like might have been Twitter, but like on Instagram, Snapchat, my username was always Angry Seal, because it's like what cute animal would look so stupid if they were pissed off?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
All
like,
right.
there's,
Yeah.
like a baby like seal, and they're all fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
cute
it
little
would look
seal.
retarded if it was like angry.
Yeah.
Angry Seal.
Hey,
So
seals
then
could be pretty
back then,
dangerous
I
when
was
they're
trying to
angry.
think of, like a name for the production company, and I was like, oh, Angry Seal Productions. Logo, stupid angry seal.
There you go.
There you go.
Easy.
Basically just slid someone $5 and told them here, make
Here,
a logo.
make a logo.
Yeah.
That
Nice,
was a pain in
nice.
the ass.
It was a pain in the fucking ass.
Did
I
you
don't
use
know- I don't know if you guys are
Fiverr
familiar
or
with,
Fiverr?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fiverr, whatever you want. Fucking. He was a fucking.
That I had to deal with the dude. I would be like, "Yo, bro, just make these eyes red," and he'd send them back just not colored in.
Nice. It's
Nice.
kind
bro,
of
can
what
you
you
put a
get for
camera in
$5,
it?
right?
He wouldn't
Yeah.
do it.
No.
Yeah, we went for our logo. We went through Fiverr too. But luckily it was pretty. Like we didn't even have any communication with it. He just sent us to it, and we were like, "Well, this isn't bad."
Must be very nice because
Yeah.
I was working on that logo for probably 2 weeks.
we asked
Oh.
I asked this motherfucker to put the camera in his mouth. This dude fucking logs it down his throat, and the seal is
It
choking
looked
on
like
a
he was
fucking
deep
camcorder.
throating the camera.
Nice.
That's great.
Nice.
Nice.
But
A lot of people will use Fiverr, you know, even if it's just to kind of give you know, an idea or to another artist or to another, you know, somebody else helping you out. I've used it many of times. We used it, and because of that, we got another logo or an idea to kind of give to another artist, and you're seeing it
Yeah.
on our screen today, which I like a lot, you know, and we'll have other renditions made of it. So, you guys are making short films. What about some projects that you've worked on or things you've done already? How did we find you? You know, tell us more.
Oh yeah.
as far as projects already, as I said, we're just transitioning into doing stuff for us. So most of the stuff that you'll see from us, I mean, for example, we worked with a professional boxer for a brief moment. His name is John Pierre Augustin.
Also known as Kid Creel.
Yeah, Kid Creole. So you know, most of the stuff you'll see from us is literally up on other people's platforms. So our videos were like we're on his Instagram or his Facebook, or we did like a little wedding shoot. You know, basic stuff like that, just to make some extra money to get us started, give us some experience.
Buy some equipment.
Yeah.
Exactly. And luckily, we have managed to build a solid amount of equipment.
Yeah.
But as far as what's out for us, there's not much. I mean, Chris and I are also hip hop artists, so we did make a few music videos for ourselves.
I was gonna ask about that.
Right. We're making one for Chris at the moment. There's a few up on my YouTube page for me, but you know, nothing that I'd go up and be like, hey, check out my music video. It's fucking amazing. You know,
Right.
I'll admit it's not top-notch shit, but it is a good startup, you know, because
Man.
once again, we did it back when we first started. But hopefully with the projects we're working on, the one we're working on at the moment, it's going to be a short film. It's going to be called Sammy Squeak. It's a drama action
Comedy.
type of short film. We're going to put it up on YouTube. And that will be our first major project that we can actually be like, oh yeah, we have a short film, check it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know,
Nice. So add to your portfolios. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
We are still currently in the startup position of
Yeah.
of production, but we're moving steady. We're moving pretty steady.
And then last night we shot a teaser for one of our series we're doing for a DC comic book character named Red Hood. So we shot a teaser for that last night over in Coventry, and that went really
Did
well.
you?
Coventry,
Yeah.
nice.
That's awesome. I read through. I said I read through the first one. I read through all of it. And the same. Yeah, I read through all. Oh man, it was great. And even the comedy. I was laughing the entire time. My girlfriend. Like I was over at my girlfriend's house, and I was just like I was reading it out loud to her because I read over about three. I read the 3 episodes, and I reread one to her because I honestly I was just like, look for one of the characters that spoiler I'm going to be working with these guys that they have me in mind to play. But I was genuinely like, it was good to me because I was reading it and laughing it, so it was a really good sign.
Awesome.
I appreciate
I genuinely enjoyed it.
man. That's like
Yeah.
my style, that series.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
So Red Hood was mostly written by Cody.
Yep.
That was written by Cody.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
The whole
written
thing
by
was written by
Cody.
Cody, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't do
He added
Yeah,
a period and dotted an I.
I wrote that like a year and a half ago. Just like super passionate about it, and I never thought I'd actually be able to film it. So yeah, in a position where I can film it, it's me.
Right. And then the comedy one that you read, Chris wrote most of it. You know, we did chime in on certain parts, but I'll give most of the props to Chris. It was Chris's idea to even start doing it.
Right.
I've been pushing for that for a while.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
And then
Was
the
it-
short film we kind of wrote all together. So that I can say I took a part in. Everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Must be cool to see your projects coming to life.
Yeah.
Having something written almost 6 years ago and never thinking that anything would come of it, and then starting it up, with some friends behind it and a direction, and holy crap, this might actually end up on YouTube. Or
Yeah.
are there any other places you guys are submitting it? Are you using it for college credits?
We were thinking of doing film festivals with the short film.
Yeah.
YouTube's definitely gonna be a main
That's
one.
the main one. We could
Um,
even
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still in talks about where all of it can go, but right now it's looking like YouTube and hopefully some festivals. So
Yeah, hopefully anywhere and everywhere. That sounds pretty cool, guys.
yeah.
Well, the nice thing is that you guys are all college students too, so a lot of the times in all these things you can just pin it up as this is a student film, and then student film festivals even then,
Right.
Yeah.
those are a nice entry point to just go up.
it's also a
The
good
rankings.
excuse to film anywhere.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
good
and it's
excuse to
also a
get
great
permission.
excuse to freaking get locations. Hi, we're
Yeah.
students at a college. This is strictly for a school project. Little did
Yeah.
homicide in the movie.
No, hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's working out pretty well so
Yeah.
far. Slow and steady steps, but hopefully we're looking to start actually filming within the
Like,
next month.
I'd say
Yeah.
honestly.
week or
Yeah,
two?
Sammy Squeak will begin in a week or two, and then Red Hood will start July. Hopefully, we have some official cast. I'm waiting for a couple more actors. So
Right, and
Yeah.
we are also sort of still in the process of looking for a solid camera crew because obviously we can't be the camera crew.
Can't do
behind the
everything.
production.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah, we shot a scene last night that we needed 4 extras. We had 2, and
Yeah,
we made
I fucked
4
up my
people
ankle
out.
doing something. I had to play 3 different characters in a one-shot thing. So
Whoa.
it was like, the moment the camera pans, I gotta run and change in a matter
Yeah.
of seconds.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It worked out. It actually
It came out
really
good.
great. So
Yeah. But
So-
as you can
Slept good
see,
last night.
but as you can see, we are still in the process of also building a crew, which is
Yeah.
which is actually why we reached out to you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I reached out to you in a sense, yeah.
yeah, pretty much. All right, whatever.
Yeah, hey, it's all right. Either way, I know because I dove too deep. I dove real deep because obviously you were like, oh, how did you messaged me on Instagram? I found you guys on Craigslist, which is honestly everybody that I've told this to, even Darren, when I brought this up, I was just like, oh, I met these guys on Craigslist. He's like, what are you doing? Like what? like stop. Why are you on Craigslist? But it obviously worked out for the better. I'm
People
luckily
still
a
use
sane
Craigslist.
individual, and you guys didn't murder me in the Dunkin' Donuts. So
Yeah, well, I mean, first off, we wouldn't tell you to meet at a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah. That's true.
Hey, we actually have a question for Angry Seal by Muyuru. Who are your inspirations for these shorts? Where do you want to go in the future?
There you go.
Do you guys have any favorite like directors?
Oh,
Christ.
I wasn't ready. Sorry.
So right now I would say like people I inspire to be there's Danny Shepard and Jeremy Lee from Ismahawk. I'm huge fans of them. I actually got to talk to Jeremy Lee on Instagram, but
Oh wow.
I'm like huge fans of them. I loved what they did with like superhero stuff. Their Nightwing series was incredible. I just love for the future. I just want to do more stuff that can empower people and make content that people can actually enjoy and have fun with. Because I have fun making it. So.
Right. And as far as inspirations for the other projects, I mean, for the comedy we're working on, the one you actually read and you're going to be a
Yeah.
part of, I guess you can say, I mean, The
I'm-
Office inspired it a little bit.
Inspired a little bit by The Office, not entirely.
Yeah, but it just takes a 180 turn.
It takes a one.
Yeah, it does. It goes insane. I just laughed even when you were like, "Oh, it's called the Bagel Brothers," and just like the general synopsis of what's happening. It's just like I visualized it all, the script in my head. I was just honestly, I was laughing at it. It
It's
was
like
good.
one of those shows I imagine on Adult Swim someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely got that kind of like random, intense vibe from it. Yeah.
Right.
Never know.
It's definitely not something you can see on like ABC
Yeah,
or like
no.
or like something like that. It's definitely like something that's like in the gutter of the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like I try to write it in like kind of like a broad sense, so it's
Yeah.
not too crazy.
Right. But I mean, as far as a short film, I don't really think.
There was no inspiration for that. We do this thing where like all of a sudden one of us comes out talking like a different character,
Hmm.
and like that day and time we decided we wanted to be like sick versions of Mickey Mouse.
That is literally how the
And
script
that's
actually came to
literally-
life.
So we're sitting there, we're like, ha ha, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. And we were with a group of friends, and they're all in one part of the house planning a trip to New York, while the three of us,
We're in the
us
separate
idiots,
corner.
we're in
Actually,
a corner.
We're here.
We're in a corner, laughing
Thinking
our
about
asses
how
off.
we can do
I'm
this.
saying, like, imagine if there were dudes that dressed up as Mickey Mouse, go into certain areas, and they just rob, and they're like, hands in the air, hands in the air, and like they have the big giant white gloves on, and they're holding the guns, and they're just smacking people with the gloves.
Shoving cigarettes in people's
So-
mouths.
This does
And,
sound
the
kinda
whole trip
funny.
In New York, where we were like talking about it, and we were like, we really need to make this become a thing because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's literally
And
how
that,
it came
that's
to life.
that's how it happened.
So I guess most of our inspiration is from us acting like complete fucking idiots.
Our inspiration
Yeah.
is ourselves.
That's
Hey,
pretty much.
Some of the best ideas come to light, after 3 a.m. and when you can barely see out of your own eyes. So I
wish it was
totally
like that.
understand.
Was it on like Black Friday though when we planned all that
It was
shit?
on Black
It was on
Friday.
Black
It was
Friday,
Black
Friday, but it was only, dude, it was only like 8 o'clock.
It was-
All right, all right. Well, tell us about for our visual listeners and the people on Twitch. What is the sparkosoft.com on your webcam? Are you guys promoting for them or something like that?
Oh no, I wish they were paying us.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
pay us.
my
please.
webcam is shit.
Okay.
So we quickly Googled how to set up a regular camera to the computer and use that as a webcam.
So it's a free
link
service that
pops
you
up.
use, Sparkosoft.
Yeah.
A
exactly.
link pops up. We download it. They were like, "You can use it, but we gotta advertise ourselves."
So that's
Yeah.
that's the consequence of
Yeah.
of free shit. So,
Hey.
There you go.
We know all about it. So.
Yeah.
I wish they were.
I wish they were, but we'll take some cash.
What else we got? So you guys go to school, and you met JJ through Craigslist. That's interesting story.
Got a great crew going on.
Yeah.
Real good. Real good underdog tale right now. Yeah.
If you guys are looking for more cameramen and stuff like that, we do know a bunch of people. Just being the industry that I'm in, they're either other college students or people looking to build to their resumes too. So after the show or at some time, I could definitely give JJ some names to bring to you, who they would
Oh,
be
no,
eager
no,
to
no,
help
no,
and
that would work.
probably
Some
bring their
actors, too.
own. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know some actors too, we need those.
yeah.
Dar-
Yeah. Let
Darren,
me
you
just
trying to
just
get
go
on
through my
this?
Rolodex.
But you know, just a quick heads up. We're broke.
Yeah, no,
So-
totally get it. You know, the camera people that I have in mind enjoy helping to build their resumes. You know, so they're not. Who knows if you guys' personalities will get along, but that's up to you guys to decide. But
Tacos from Taco Bell.
Yeah, we can give them like a
Like-
few Frito burritos.
Yeah.
We'll just get the $10 taco
Yeah,
box.
the $10
There you
taco
go.
box, that's perfect. What else do we got? A question for White Dragon: why are you so bald? Genetics, man. And actually, I enjoy it. It's probably one of the best things that's happened to me in a long time. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
My boss is bald too, so I think it's just a vape thing.
yeah, it might be.
Yeah, dude,
might
honestly,
be.
it definitely is.
Too much
Dude,
vape.
watch out. All three of you. All three of you.
How long till I get bald?
Yeah,
Yeah, soon,
right.
soon
Yeah.
enough. Soon enough.
And I noticed that all you guys are vapors. What are some of your favorite flavors?
Oh, no.
Shit. So
I,
currently, I mean, give me a
oh.
sec.
Oh man.
Oh, boy.
I do CBD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, CBD is a big
Yeah, it
thing.
really improved your life, right?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, some diet
right
weed.
Right now, I'm rocking the Prohibition 18th Amendment
Yeah.
juice.
Is that the
Oh.
peanut butter one?
I'm a big fan of that.
No,
Oh,
that's syntax. Yeah, I got this one.
Syntax.
That's
Nice.
the-
Prohibition's a big company. Yeah.
Syntax, yeah. My boy Chris over here is rocking. I'm doing the talking because I'm the fucking vape shop worker.
Yeah.
My boy Chris
Oh,
is
you want the
rocking
bottle? You want
yeah,
all
yeah,
the
so-
bottle?
yeah, we gotta
Oh, here
plug
you go.
this
Here you
shit.
go.
My boss will be so proud. We're doing little Noms X, you know. Just
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Noms
the
X,
times
yeah.
two. Yeah, we got that. Yeah.
Jackfruit. Yeah.
little hey, you're not gonna use this against me. You're not gonna fucking try to put
No,
these
no.
juices in your shop, are you?
That-
No,
I
we
already-
already have the times two.
Oh, okay, bet. So that,
And the Prohibition is a sample juice. We're not even carrying this, so that's all you.
bet. I'll let my boss know.
So,
Watch out, they sabotage other vape shops.
Yeah.
I got one shut down.
so you guys are college students, and you have jobs that you do in your spare time. You work at the vape shop, and what do you other guys do? Or are you full-time students without jobs?
Oh, Cody.
Don't be ashamed.
Yeah,
I,
don't be ashamed.
I do loss prevention for Marshalls.
Oh, so you're
Alright.
that's pretty cool. Are you like a secret shopper, or do you just kind of survey and?
He's a toy cop.
No, I have a camera system that I use.
Oh yeah, so like it's like Best Buy, like the guy in the
Yeah,
front
yeah,
who's just
but
like
I'm
watching
not
cameras.
in front of. I'm not in front of the store. I'm kind of like.
They hide you. You're behind. Yeah, I'd hide
Yeah.
you too. It's not. You don't want to be in the public. You know, checking out
Yeah.
the cameras and watching everybody. Put everybody on edge.
I always hate that when you walk into Best Buy. I always feel, even when I'm leaving and I've paid, I feel like I've done something wrong.
Yeah, they're
Like he's just grilling you. Yeah, I used to work at Best Buy actually.
I actually worked at Best Buy for 3 years before I got hired to the vape shop. So I am familiar with how it works. And
Which way? Which Best Buy?
The one in Warwick.
Huh?
There's another Best Buy.
When did you start working at the vape shop?
At the vape shop, I started working last year. It's gonna be a year in about a month.
I was gonna say did you work phones?
I was literally fucking everywhere, but for the most part, I was customer service.
Were you customer service? I fucking remember you, Omar. Now it comes to mind. I worked at Best Buy. I was seasonal. I worked in computers and the video games for 8 months. I was just seasonal. I was from October to like February.
I don't remember you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, I remember you. It's all right.
Wow.
I remember you now.
This is getting
Oh,
creepy.
okay. Well, yeah. So we have even.
Dude, what is dude? Too small of a world. Too. We're both now working at vape shops. What the fuck's going on here?
I know, man. This is
Bigger
fun.
conspiracy at play, man.
We have that a lot. Did you also happen to work like security for about a year? Because
No, that's one thing I did not do security. I
That's
didn't.
what
Do
he's gonna
security.
do next.
That's what you guys.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's my next career swap. Yeah,
Shit.
that's funny.
You want to tell what you do?
Oh, we don't need to talk about.
No,
what I
come
do.
on.
Alright.
Oh no, come on.
I work at Marshalls.
Hey,
All right.
I like Marshalls.
Just a regular dude at Marshall's.
All right.
Dude,
How did you
I don't
guys
really do
meet?
much.
he puts out rugs. He
What?
puts out rugs.
I put out rugs.
All right.
Alright.
All right. So how
Well,
did you
looks
guys?
like I'm gonna go rob Marshall's tomorrow. So just heads up, guys.
Cody won't stop you.
Yeah.
So did you guys meet at school, and do you guys live together? What's the deal with that?
I think I'll do it. I brought everyone together.
Go right ahead, bud. Do the talking.
This couch is like Noah's Ark, and I'm Noah. I actually have known Cody since he was like 8 years old. Like I watched Cody grow up.
Oh, what the fuck?
Wait, are you guys the same age?
You don't say
Cody's dad used to date one of my friend's moms. Cody's dad used to date me.
Jeez.
And Cody disappeared for a bit, and then we actually met back up at Marshall's.
Yeah.
And started chilling. I've known Omar since he was in 10th grade. I was a senior in high school when I met Omar, so once again, I watched him grow.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
This dude just likes to.
I just like to watch people grow up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little weird.
Heartwarming.
He's a big fan of arcs.
I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of arcs.
Yeah, but we've been friends. Me and Chris. So Cody, I met. I've only been friends with Cody for like 2 years, and I met him through Chris. But Chris, I've known, as I said. So I mean, right now, this year marks our 6th year of friendship.
Oh wow.
This October.
Yeah, this October.
Nice.
6 years. And
After 7, it's a common law marriage. Or
all right.
Well, time to buy the rings now, boys.
And our friendship started with our common interest in music because he was a music artist and so was I, and it literally all started with, "Hey, do you
I
want to
like
be on
this
one of my songs?"
we're sitting in computer animation animating a helicopter.
Wow.
And-
Nice.
You have a
and this
vivid
dude
memory.
comes in rapping Rap God by Eminem.
And then I go up to him like, "Hey, bro, I know the fast part of Rap God."
And I
Watch.
was-
And then I do it.
I was like, "Word, bro, I'm trying to make my propeller spin."
After that, he invited me over.
We did a shitty track together,
Awful,
and then
awful fucking track. And then
You don't
no,
happen
we
to
just
have
got
that
tangled.
track laying around where we could listen
no,
to it.
all that shit is gone.
that's just down
Damn.
the fucking drain.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's how it all started, pretty much.
Very cool.
Nice.
Grow up.
And you're all
Yeah.
from Rhode Island?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Unfortunately, we all reside in Cranston.
That's not bad. That's not
Fun.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in Warwick, so it's like,
Yeah, a lot of Rhode Island is so damn small, and it's
yeah. Evidently, holy shit, I forgot I worked with this man in Best Buy.
I don't even remember you, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, man.
Take your word
Yeah.
for it. That's shit. That's crazy. That's honestly like mind blowing. I don't.
I was a lot heavier back then too. I've lost like 100 pounds since I worked there. So,
Oh, good for you.
Good job, man.
Good for you.
yeah,
bro.
thanks, man.
Oh, 100 pounds. That's an
100,
achievement.
100 pounds down officially like a month ago.
Nice.
Got down from
Congrats.
Almost a full person.
Yeah.
like, yeah, 342 to 242.
Did
so.
you exercise or just change your diet?
Let's see. Stress and intermittent fasting. That's pretty much.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
God.
So Jeff,
So you were broke.
if you want to lose weight, just fucking stress yourself out.
Yeah, that's my miracle. So if you want to, yeah, yeah. It wasn't Subway or anything. It was just fucking severe depression and eating maybe like once a day.
All right.
Yeah.
So glad I asked.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So before we leave, I think this is a pretty cool episode. Just give us the names or the titles of your projects, guys, and let us know where we could find them in the future. When this does go up on YouTube, we will definitely plug you guys. So if you,
Yeah, I'll
if
put all your links. Their links will be in the description below to their Instagrams. We'll do like Angry Seal and then like your personal.
But I know
links,
you got
too.
a couple projects going on, so why don't you guys just list them off right now, one last time before we depart.
All right.
Yes. You want to start?
Yeah, I'll do it. So our first project that is going to be releasing is called Sammy Squeak. That is the drama action comedy short film we're making.
Then we have Red Hood, Revenge or Redemption. That's going to be a short series on the DC character Red Hood.
How many episodes?
5 episodes.
5 episodes.
5 episodes, 20 half hour each.
Nice.
Nice.
Like minutes.
Oh, 20 to 30 minutes
Yeah.
each. Oh, cool. I thought we were doing something different.
He has a new concept of time he learned. And then last we have Bagel Brothers. That's going to be 10 episodes, about 10, 12 minutes each. I don't know when it's coming out. I can't tell you.
Right. I
Maybe
mean,
Yeah.
That's okay.
Luckily for Bagel Brothers, we're gonna actually be filming in Rick in Rhode Island College, so that we can literally
Ooh.
do whenever. So we
Permit
might
free.
record episodes of that mid production
Yeah.
of other productions. You know what I'm saying? So,
No.
but for the most part, it should be Sammy Squeak, Red Hood, and then
Bagel
Bagel
Brothers.
Brothers.
All right.
Yeah.
Definitely look forward to that. All those things seem pretty interesting, and you guys seem like a funny group of guys, and you can make, JJ shed a tear laughing with his girlfriend reading a script. I expect it to be funny, So I'm looking forward to this. If you guys need actors or more hands-on, people with equipment or whatever, definitely let us know, and we'll do what we can to kind of spread the word and let other talented people
Yeah.
come together.
I mean, I know I'm helping out with Bagel Brothers, but if you need any hand, whether off camera or on camera, for Red Hood or the Squeak,
Sammy
Yeah,
Squeak.
Sammy Squeaks, just let me know, man. I'm
Yeah,
more
like
than, like I said, more than willing to
I
help
want you
out.
to play a part in Red Hood.
I
so-
actually thought of a part for you for Sammy Squeak.
Oh,
Did you? Oh wow, look at that.
You're on board, my man.
Look at that. I'm on board. There we go.
Nice. I'd like to see this all coming together.
Yeah,
uh,
right.
Yeah, that's about it for this episode. As you guys know or know now, you can find us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or Apple Podcasts.
On
within-
all of them now, baby.
Yeah, it's kind of unreal, but very cool. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Maybe we could have you on again when you get a little closer to premiering your projects. We
Yeah.
would love to highlight it for you guys in any way that we can. And yeah, thanks for coming together and getting your camera all sorted, even if it was free software.
Oh,
There you go.
Sparksoft.com.
I see that logo again.
Oh no, believe me, you will see.
Yeah.
We are still broke.
We'll have our next podcast. We'll have an ad read for Sparkosoft. So
Nice.
there we go.
Perhaps we could just reach out to them and be like, "Hey,
Yeah, no, we should. We should be like, hey, we did this thing, so give us money or something. I don't know.
All
All
right.
right.
thank you guys for having
Yeah,
us on."
thank you so
really,
much,
it was.
man.
I mean, this is the first time we do something like this, so this is really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely do appreciate it, and we'll be seeing you soon, hopefully.
I might fuck
Yeah,
around.
you'll see me around.
I'm famous now.
Yeah, we're famous now, so.
All right, guys. Have a good one. And yeah, again, thanks for coming.
All right. I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. All of our socials will be down below.
Peace.
Later. Okay.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Aaron was. Yeah, Aaron can. Oh no, he can still hear completely. But yeah, you're not muted. Confirmed by chat. Oh no, they can just hear me now. Hey everybody.